Part 2. According to Breaking Israel News, under New Star to Appear in Night Sky, heralding Balaam's prophecy of Messiah, January 10th, 2017. Quote, 5 years from now, the light from the ancient collision of two stars will reveal a brand new star in the night sky. According to Jewish esoteric sources, this is precisely the celestial phenomena which will accompany the arrival of the Messiah. Stop. Bingo. So as you can clearly hear, Jewish mystics are not only looking to the heavens for signs of their Messiah, they expect him to arrive soon. In essence, they have been deceived to perceive and believe their witchcraft to bring about the signs in heaven and the appearance of heavenly hosts upon the earth as a good thing. You know, just like the Transformers and superhero movies they are bombarding you with now. At crunch time, mind you. But let's continue for more clues, shall we? Check out how ironic this is. Quote, the new star, expected to appear in 2022 in a blaze of light called a nova, will be the brightest heavenly body visible in the nighttime sky for 6 months. It will be the first time in recorded history that a celestial event of this kind will be witnessed by the naked eye. Stop. Ironic. Bingo. Why ironic, you wonder? Maybe it's just me, but isn't this the exact same scenario of the first coming of the real anointed one? You know, the unusual star, the time period in the sky, the magicians looking for the star, etc. Well, like I said, maybe it's just me. Let's continue for more clues, shall we? Listen closely for their wordplay. Quote, beyond its scientific uniqueness, the appearance of the new star could have much bigger implications for the earthbound. One prominent rabbi told Breaking Israel News, pointing to a biblical prophecy of Balaam which hails the appearance of a new star as the precursor to Messiah. Stop. Bingo. Why bingo, you ponder? Because this is a Kabbalah Rand news source quoting a Kabbalah mystic. In this case to me, when it cryptically said, quote, the appearance of the new star could have much bigger implications for the earthbound. First, notice the words, quote, for the earthbound is a totally unnecessary addition to the sentence, which can only mean it's there for those who know what to look for in plain sight. In this case to mean all mystics know the earthbound, just like Enoch talks about the earthborn or earth-restricted Raphaim and fallen angels. In essence, he is cryptically saying the appearance of their Messiah will upset the kings of the earth's apple cart. But let's continue for more clues, shall we? Listen closely. Quote, even more incredibly, the Zohar, the foundational work of Jewish mysticism, predicts in detail the color and type of stars with an S which will appear. Personal quote, the Zohar states explicitly that the messianic process will be accompanied by several stars appearing. The Zohar goes into great depth describing how many stars and which colors they will be. Rabbi Berger explains. Stop. Bingo! As you can clearly hear, the Israelis are not only looking for their Messiah, but the demons their Zohar practical Kabbalah puts them in contact with has already given them the signs of their coming, even down to the color. But the telling part is, apparently what will appear in 2022 fits the description of what they're looking for. In fact, listen to this. I'm going to let the beat rock, so you can first contemplate the odds of this happening and it not be what they're looking for, and so you can get the full gist of what our Jewish brothers and sisters, YouTube, believe with all their mystic hearts. Remember, your beliefs mean absolutely nothing at this point. Oh yeah, remember they just told us the Zohar said it will be a couple of stars together? What would be the compound probability of this? Quote, the new star, announced last week by Larry Molnar, a professor of astronomy at Calvin College in Michigan, will certainly be unusual. It is a binary star, or two stars orbiting a central point. Bingo! Molnar describes it as, personal quote, two peanuts sharing a single shell. Based on a previous case of binary stars, Molnar predicted the two stars will collide in 2022, resulting in a massive explosion. Personal quote, the collision will release as much energy as the sun releases in its entire lifetime, Molnar said in a video about the discovery. When the two finally collide, it will create a new star, a red nova. I say a red dragon. The star's brightness will increase 10,000-fold, making it one of the brightest points in the heavens for 6 months, after which it will fade and remain a smaller dot in the sky. It will be the first time in history that the creation of a new star will be visible with the naked eye. Personal quote, it's a 1 in a million chance. What? It's a 1 in a million chance that you can predict an explosion. It's never been done before, Molnar said. Ira Mashkaskate, an amateur astronomer with 60 years of experience who runs stargazing tours in Methpeth Raman, has been following the story closely. He describes the delicate balance between science and faith to breaking Israel news. Personal quote, the heavens, especially unique phenomena like this nova, are a manifestation of God's intellect. Let me say it again. The heavens, especially unique phenomena like this nova, are a manifestation of God's intellect. But this has to be understood in a specific manner in Judaism. Her name warned. Personal quote, astronomy and astrology are prominent in Jewish mysticism since God works through nature. But at the same time, the term for pagan idol worship is whatever the name is, which means serving stars and signs. Mashkashkai quoted the Talmud, the Sukkot 29a. Listen to this scriptural bait and switch. Quote, thus says Hashem, learn not the way of the nations, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the nations are dismayed at them. The idolaters will be dismayed, but Israel will not be dismayed. Stop. Liar! Liar! We just read that prophecy, and that's not what it says, nor is that the correct context of the matter. No, ladies and gentlemen. They purposely ran this prophecy together with the synonymous quote, but Israel will not be dismayed, addition at the end to justify their wicked stargazing practices. Again, just as they are seeding your minds with all these movies, the Israeli mystics have flipped the script and are looking at the situation from the other side of reality. You know, like Darth Vader is the bad guy and the rebel scum are good. Transformers and superheroes are here to help humanity against galactic evil, etc. And to prove my theory, check out what he says next. Quote, according to Hasidic philosophy, the well springs of knowledge will be opened up in the times of Mashiach. McCuskey said, stop. Bingo! Did you catch it? Catch what, you ponder? Well, not to take away from the next couple of videos, but get how I say this now. Get how I say this. Before they supernaturally change things, Uncle Daniel closing up the book was because the evildoers were going to go to and fro looking for knowledge. I know it will supernaturally change to what it says now because, one, when looked upon with an analytical eye, the context is oxymoron now. And the second reason I know they supernaturally change things is because they forgot to change the end of the chapter that tells us even though they may try, they may really try, they will never obtain the knowledge to unlock the book. Ladies and gentlemen, endure.